Welcome back. We are live at the IEC ROC in Tshwane, the city of Tshwane, and I'm going to be crossing over to Nafeesa Dangor in a moment. She is currently at Roosevelt Park Primary School in Roosevelt Park, and she's going to be chatting to Michael O'Donovan of Ward 88. So let us find out what is happening in Roosevelt Park and what Ward 88 has promised the people, and if they will be delivering. Over to you, Nafeesa.
Thanks, Miriam. And trust me, it's buzzing here. It's a pity we can't do a background look of what is happening here in Ward 88. It really is buzzing. People are coming in to cast their votes. And with me, I have an independent candidate, Michael O'Donovan. And he's going to tell us why he's decided to go independent and the importance of changing Ward 88's challenges. And as we know, every single ward has their own challenges. And he's going to give us a bit of the positive, should we say.
Well, a bit of the positive is that, unfortunately, we, like many other wards, probably like Ward 58 as well, where we have lost direct representation. The ward councillor that represents us represents a political party. And those political parties' interests dominate our ward interests all the time.
Mm.
So I was a member of the ward committee for 4 years, and it became obvious to me that we were not being heard, we were not being represented, we were essentially being ignored across the board. And we can see this in our service delivery. We can see this in the lack of investment in our infrastructure. And things are falling apart.
Mm. So when you say things are falling apart, give us a bit of an idea of what challenges you're facing and how you intend, of course, working with the community with your particular ward to be able to make things better. Because it's about the quality of life. And I always believe each community has their own version of things that they do.
And like many other areas, we have a situation where everything from security to refuse removal, to litter, to vagrancy. And obviously what should be happening is that the municipality should be addressing these issues. We are fortunate in this area to have a number of non-government organizations that have taken up the slack to a certain extent. So we're in a difficult position where you have a problem, you phone the councillor, so the councillor first says, sorry, I don't take phone calls. Secondly, he says, now you must WhatsApp him. You WhatsApp him, it says, just send me the complaint reference, I will escalate it. And that is the sum totality of what they do. So people then revert to non-government organizations like Let's Work, to community organizations like the various neighborhood watches and the like. They revert to these organizations for their security, for their services, and to do the things that the councillor should be doing. The councillor and the system generally doesn't work.
I agree with you, and I think where the gap is, and I think you'll agree with me, is communication. So I think what needs to work going further is try and bridge that gap of communication between, should we say, parties and the community at large. Because the thing is, they're not understanding 3/4 of the time the types of challenges that need to be dealt with.
But as a member of the ward committee, I have made sure that those messages are clearly transmitted, both to the councillor and to the municipality, and to those who represent us on Johannesburg. So the communication is not the fact that we're not communicating. The communication issue is they are not hearing us. Mm. And it is systematic. For example, we have complained ad nauseum about non-performance by the councillor. Mm. Neither the council, nor the speaker, nor the mayor, nor the party in question are prepared to do anything about it. So essentially what is happening is that the parties view it as a safe seat where they could deploy their favorite cadres who was not compelled to do anything for the community.
Okay, so quickly, what would you do as an independent? Because a lot of the parties depend on their so-called others that are with them. What would Michael Donovan as an independent do for Ward 88?
So as an independent for the Ward 88, I would expand our community involvement, expand our neighborhood watches, our CPFs across the ward well beyond the suburb that I'm involved with, to enhance community participation. But I would multiply that impact by giving a voice in council to those people that are trying to do things on their own. Ultimately, these are things that should be done by the municipality, and they have to be constantly nodded and prompted to do their job.
I so agree on your sentiments, and this is what Michael O'Donovan was saying, is to be able to, let me reverberate that, is make people understand, firstly in the community, that they need to be heard, and they're not being heard at the moment. So I'm hoping that this is reiterating there in the IEC to the, should we say, the seniors, to be able to understand the types of challenges the people in different wards are facing, and have a look at it and say, and ask yourself, what sort of system can we create to try and better the quality of lives of all South Africans, not just Ward 88? And I'm sure you'd agree with me on that.
Absolutely. But the current feeling of the members of the community at large is that they are on their own. If they don't do it, it's not going to be done. And this is grossly unjust. We pay our service charges. We do have elected representatives. We should not be on our own.
Most definitely. And that's what it's all about. It's about creating this unison. I mean, through COVID-19, we've created this Ubuntu where people have come together to create support structures. So now's the right time. It's the time of election. It's the time of pulling together and creating those unisons where communities, candidates, everybody gets together to be able to build better wards, better quality of lives, and a better South Africa. And we thank you so much for joining us and taking the time out to be able to say, should we say, inspire us in a good way. And we wish you nothing but the best going forward.
Thank you very much. Salam alaikum.
Walaikum salam. And that is Michael O'Donovan. And we're coming to you live from Roosevelt Primary School here in Ward 88. From myself, Nafeesa, back over to Sister Miriam there at the IEC.
Right, Shukran Nafeesa and Michael O'Donovan, an independent candidate for Ward 88. And just a few points of what he mentioned is that they want to be heard because they are no longer heard and they are no longer represented. And they have complained, but the complaints are not heard, and they want to get the community more involved so that, you know, their voices and their grievances can be heard. And when you're voting, go out there and make sure that you vote with your head and not your heart. So yeah, do the right thing. I was hoping that we could get some feed from the people who are voting today. I'm not sure if you guys got anyone ready on the other side, but if you do, then great. If you don't, we will catch up with you shortly after this.
Safe, affordable and convenient medical facilities open till 10 p.m. every day of the year. We have a full house clinic that operates from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m., which is run by a qualified sister. The clinic offers immunization, vaccination, wellness, general consultation, and more. Call Doozy Med Medicine Depot on 033 3421 Doozy Med Medicine Depot, your pharmacy of choice.
Durban, KwaZulu-Natal has been the hardest hit by the recent civil unrest. Hundreds of supermarkets, factories and warehouses have been looted and destroyed. Thousands have lost their jobs and are in need of food and household supplies. Penny Appeal South Africa is currently on the ground working with communities to provide essential items to those severely affected. Donate toward the Penny Appeal Hardship Fund today and assist us in caring for families for a 3-month period with essentials and assistance to small businesses affected by the devastating effects of the unrest. Help us help our city. www.pennyappeal.org.za or call 031 11 00 573. Penny Appeal. Small change, big difference.
What makes Randery Jewelers the optimum place for your memorable gift? Is it our range of exclusive, high-end, luxurious jewellery? Or is it our master craftsmanship of all your bespoke jewellery needs? We believe it's because at Randery Jewelers, we know just how to make your special moments last forever. Whether it's for a wedding, anniversary, or just a simple gift to show your love. Trust Randery Jewelers to make it special. www.randeryjewelers.com. Make your moments last forever with Randery Jewelers. the family name you can trust.
Osman's Taj Mahal Spice and Rice. For over 80 years, Osman's Taj Mahal have been perfecting the art of the perfect blend of spices, pure, aromatic, and well-seasoned. Spices to tantalize your taste buds. From creative cuisines to gastronomical gourmet goodies. From exotic odors to traditional dishes, Osman's Taj Mahal have remained synonymous with quality spices and condiments. Taj Mahal rice, beans, and lentils. Try our range of chili bite mixes, rose and ilachi syrup, our quick and easy biryani pack, and our traditional range of spice blends. Osman's Taj Mahal. There is no substitute for quality.
Africa Muslims Agency teams are on the ground in Afghanistan. Millions of people go daily without food. You can heal Afghanistan. Sponsor towards feeding a family at 1,500 in a month or any amount. Visit africamuslimsagency.co.za or call 011 834 8685. Africa Muslims Agency, inspiring the spirit of giving.
On the 1st of November 2021, Mzansi heads to the polls.
Stay tuned and in touch as Salam Media brings you the latest news and insights on your local government elections, live from various voting stations.
Be sure to exercise your right and vote wisely, because your vote makes a difference.
Remember, your vote is your voice.
This is Salam Media. Rejuvenating media day by day. This is Salam Media.
Center in Tshwane, the National Electoral Center in city of Tshwane, and Nafeesa Dangor is still at Roosevelt Primary Park Primary School rather, and she's going to be chatting to a few voters. So Nafeesa, up to you.
To get my feet to get away from here because it's so hot and happening here in Ward 88. So I must tell you, there's so many people here. It's a buzz. We're going to take a bit of a walk just now. But with me, I have Bianca Fosler, and she also, has been serving the community in some way. And she's going to talk to us a little bit about what she's been doing and why she's decided to go for Standing for the Truth.
Hi, thank you so very much.
Yes, thank you for joining us.
Absolutely, thank you for having us. Thank you for being here. So I run a facility in Ward 88 that assists our ladies that come from gender-based violence, prostitution, addiction, and we're all about community-based projects. And we, support Michael O'Donovan, and we support the process of elections so that we can start to help our community and that the community can start to support one another.
And I think that's what it's about. It's about, as I said earlier on, is creating those support structures. And it's about building each other up and creating that empowerment and the sustainabilities and the upliftments with each other, irrespective of color, creed, or race. And it's so nice because I'm standing here, I must tell you, in Ward 88. I'm getting a bit of everything. And this is the reason why myself and Mohammed can't just get away from here in a hurry, because there's so much of essence to it. And I think that's what Ward 88 is about.
Yeah, people for people. It's all about the people, and that's what's so important. The community can stand together and do it for each other.
Yeah. Where do you see yourselves going forward in the future? What do you think is the most important thing that Ward 88 needs?
I think it's education just around our current problems, and that we can all be able to assist one another, so that we don't just look at our politicians to solve all our problems, that we become proactive and active within solving that problem.
I so agree with you. Thank you so much for joining us and giving us your time, and of course inspiring us to look at the reasons on finding the truth.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you. Okay, so we're going to give you a little bit of a walk through. Let's see if we can get some other candidates to chat to us. So we're going to take a quick look around. Let's see. I think we have the DA here as well. Let's get a bit of an idea of what they have to say. The lady from Action SA is here as well. Let's see what they have to tell us. We, as you know, Action SA is just recently formed, and they've just started recently. So we want to actually get a little bit more information and educate you about what their types of ideas are about moving the communities forward. Hi. Hi, Anna. Talk to us about action. We're taking action with Action SA. What does it mean for you? I mean, it's a very newly formed party, as we know. Everybody's not so clued up with what it is that you're doing. So we'd like to get a little bit of a background version, just so people understand what you're doing and why. And that's as far as this particular award is concerned. So basically what you say is Ward 88 for Action SA is going to fund on youth and education and what it means for them. So there we go. That's what Action SA is talking about. Definitely interesting. Okay. Okay. And then that was a bit of Action SA, but unfortunately we seem to be running out of time. We were hoping to get to the rest of the parties, but we should be doing that a bit later. So stay with us. We're going to go back to studio and IC with Sister Miriam.
All right, shukran once again, Nafeesa, for the coverage at Roosevelt Primary School and for chatting to the candidates involved in Ward 88. And we will catch up with you once again later on. But for now, do stay with us. We will be back after the break, and we'll be getting some more insight and information on what to look for in a ward councillor. Stay with us.